Hello people, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Melodramatic Bookworm family. I'm here today with episode 9 of Coffee Talk, and this is also a coffee talk in which I'm not drinking coffee, it's just water. And I'm just keeping myself hydrated. For those of you who don't know, Coffee Talk is a series of chatty videos on my channel in which I talk about my current reads, what is on my mind at the moment, any issues that I want to talk about, or anything of the sort. And we are at episode 9. I didn't think this was going to happen. And 9 videos in a year is not bad, I think. I've been consistent and I've been consistently trying to make one coffee talk video every month. I love making this kind of videos because I don't need to follow a script. I don't need to put my mind in any particular place and then say, okay, I need to do this, and maybe I have forgotten. Because it's okay. Because this is my way of just letting go on camera. In today's video, I will be talking about my current reads because that's how we start off each coffee talk video with. I talk about what books I'm currently reading and then we move on to the issues. So today I want to talk to you about the internet, which is both a boon and a bane. And also channel memberships, which I had started towards the end of March and started making videos and content for channel members in April. And as we talk, today is the 16th of April when I'm filming this video, and tonight at 8 o'clock I've scheduled a member live stream, and there's going to be a little mini book haul as well over there, which my members will control, and there's quite a bit going on over there. So without any further ado, let's dive right into this video and let me share with you my thoughts regarding my current reads, regarding channel memberships, and regarding the internet. Yeah. Also, if you'd like to buy any of the books mentioned in this video, then please use my Amazon affiliate links in the description box below. It would be of immense help to me. Okay, first up, current reads. What I am currently reading are 2 books. I didn't intend for it to happen that way, but I'm reading 2 books, the first of which is Julian Barnes's The Sense of an Ending. I mean, this is supposed to be a really fun, fast-paced read. Not fun. This is supposed to be a fast-paced read, but somehow I'm not able to get that pace into this book because there's so much depth, there's so much energy, there's so much meaning to the words that Julian Barnes has given in this book, to friendship, to humanity as a whole, for us trying to take responsibility and giving and ascribing responsibility to others. And I'm really loving this book, and that's why it's taking me so long, because I'm jotting down all the quotes that I like, which is a thing that I do. I know that I will be finishing this book today. I'm not sure if that will definitely happen, but let's see. I have my fingers crossed. The second book that I am reading right now is The Fixer by Suman Dubey. This is a book that I randomly picked up from my TBR. I don't know how that works, like random picking from TBR. But I have the habit where I love reading while I eat. And the books that I pick for those kind of reading sessions are light ones, fast-paced ones, which I don't have to write down notes from, or which I don't have to actually, pay so much attention to, that little conversation here or there, or a little diversion in the form of maybe I'm looking at the TV or something. That doesn't take away from the flow of the book. So I'm finding that this is also that kind of a book, and I'm glad I picked it up, because then I can just read maybe 10 pages each time, and I can get through this bit by bit, because it's been on my TBR since last year and I haven't been able to get to this, and I've added this to a few TBRs as well, but it's just there sitting. This has about 280-ish pages, and I'm sure that today or tomorrow I will be able to finish it. I'm not so far in that I can give you a clear picture of what this is about, except that there's a sort of a family feud going on with cricket and huge businesses and everything in the background. So it's a good fast-paced read. The writing is not beautiful, but it's good. So maybe this will turn out to be a good cracker of an experience. Isn't that the term they use in cricket? Like, it's a cracker of a six, it's a cracking six. And recently in IPL also they've started using this. It's an unacademy cracking six. Fine, I get your point. Now on to a little bit, I'm going to talk about channel memberships, okay? Just 1 second. So towards the end of last month, March 2021, I started channel memberships. So what channel memberships entails is that subscribers who love my content so much that they want to support me monetarily, they become channel members by paying a certain amount each month. And there are different levels of channel memberships available, and for each of them I have different bonus content picked out. These channel memberships allow me to make some money while giving you content that you will love. And I must say that the past 15 days of doing all of this, like giving early access to members, filming fortnightly reading vlogs, and making exclusive videos, exclusive book review videos for members. It's been a hectic time, but I'm loving it so much. And that's usually the outlook that I have towards BookTube, because I love BookTube. I love making videos. I love the editing process also, even though it can be really tiring. I literally have pain in my back from sitting for so long and doing it, but I love doing it so much. And for people to love my content so much that they support me every single month and they're there every single time I do something, it means a lot to me. So thank you to whoever has joined, and thank you to whoever is planning to join. I have a full video about the perks that I'm offering to channel members. If you'd like to go check that out, I'll leave the link here as well as in the description box below. But if you'd like me to tell you in short, then here it is. There are 3 levels. The first one is live melodrama, whereas in the first level, members will get members only polls, members exclusive live streams, loyalty badges, and emojis as well. Emojis are something that I'm still working on, but yes, they're there. These are the part of the first level. Live melodrama costs 59 rupees per month. The second level is called melodrama reviews, and it will have members only exclusive reviews of new releases, or I could ask you which book you want me to review for you, and I will review that book for you. And there's also member shoutouts in the second level. This is the melodrama reviews level. The second level melodrama reviews cost 119 rupees per month. And then the third level is melodrama vlogs, which has all the perks from level 1 and level 2, as well as exclusive fortnightly reading vlogs that will go up twice a month. But since I started this in April, there will be only 1 vlog for April, but from next month onwards there will be 2 vlogs. And this level also will give you early access to new videos, and I've already done that twice so far this month, and I'm lucky and I'm happy to say that members have been loving it. And this third level melodrama vlogs cost 299 rupees per month. So if you think my content is worthy of this kind of monetary support as well, please do consider going and joining and becoming a channel member. I leave the link to that, where you can join and become a channel member, in the description box below. A huge thank you to everyone who's joined, everyone who's thinking of joining, and to everyone who's been supporting my channel by staying subscribed to me. Thank you. And now on to the internet, the beautiful internet. So the reason why I want to talk to you about the internet is because over the past couple of weeks, I've gotten a couple of comments saying very unsavory things. My subscribers are so kind, they are always so sweet, and sometimes some people comment, they are not my subscribers I think, and they comment saying things like, oh, you are not an intellectual, your work is such a waste of time, you didn't understand this, that's why you didn't like the book. It's snobbery at the very least, I must say. But I'm realizing that maybe I shouldn't get ticked off so easily. I'll give you examples of what has happened, okay? So what triggered this whole line of thought was that a few days ago someone watched my video about Mein Kampf, I have turned off the comments on that section, and imagine the amount of work that that person put in, that they went looking for my latest video and they commented on my latest video at the time saying that you know, your review is a waste of time. You don't know anything. That's why you are talking like that. I'll read out the exact comment to you. I'm not reading it out because I want to give it any more credibility than it deserves. But I just want to tell you that the extent to which they were willing to go in order to tell someone on the internet that in such hateful terms that they are useless, they have no sense or something, it's a little sad. I feel sad for that person. I mean, I got angry at the time, but in hindsight I'm like, what even? And I will tell you what I decide to do with them. Wait, let me look for that. Your Mein Kampf review waste of time because you have not learned anything about history, yet neither religion. Sorry Didi, but you are stillborn baby without religious history. First of all, she is commenting on my review of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That's what she's commenting on, and she's talking about Mein Kampf. Because I turned the comments off on that video, right? So she has to let it out somewhere. So she came here and she is putting all this. Because I have not learned anything about history, it seems. And neither religion. Okay, and then, sorry Didi. Didi means older sister in Hindi. Okay, sorry Didi, but you are stillborn baby. To equate such a tragic thing with me just because you did not like my views on something. I mean, sure, I shouldn't be giving that person the time of day because I haven't even responded to that, and I don't intend to also. I'm going to delete that comment. And now coming to the actual point. So anytime something like this happens, someone leaves a hate comment, what I'm going to do from now on is that I'm going to delete that comment. See, I'm not going to engage in conversation. People have to understand the simple fact that just because the comments are turned on, we are available. Booktubers, bookstagrammers are available right over there, that you comment whatever you want to comment. So from now on, I'm not going to give them the time of day. Anytime something like this happens, some hate-filled comment is passed, I am going to just delete that comment. And this has not been happening just, you know, a couple of weeks ago or something. I have got them in the past. I got it on my rant review of The Starless Sea, in which I had given the disclaimer that this is my opinion. I'm not personally attacking you, but still some person came into the comments and said that you are not an intellectual. You have no idea how amazing that book is. Okay, it's amazing for you. I'm glad it worked for you. But you have no idea how amazing that book is. You don't have any sense. So that's why you didn't like the book and you're talking shit like this. That's what that person commented. The other day I wanted to show my friend that comment saying that this is the kind of people who come, and I saw that that person had deleted the comment. Or did that person delete or did YouTube delete? I don't know, but that did happen. And let me tell you another incident. I also did a rant review of the movie Saho a while ago. I think this was in 2019. I made the mistake of going and watching that movie, and the fans of that actor Prabhas came for me. I mean, I've blocked so many of them. They were like, I can't even tell you the kind of comments that they left. And what else could I do other than just block them? I had no energy to engage with them after that. So I've now come to the decision that enough is enough. Anytime such a comment pops up, people think they are entitled to bring booktubers, bookstagrammers, or anybody on social media down just because we are available and right there for them to see. I'm going to delete that comment. What I also wanted to talk to you about, I put up this particular comment about this whole Mein Kampf comment on Instagram, saying and listing out the reasons why I found it so pathetic. And then someone, I don't remember who, replied to my story saying that we chose to be in this field, so you should be okay with receiving such comments. I mean, I get what that person is trying to say. They are right to a large extent, because I knew how it was going to be. I came in with my eyes open, and I should not be reacting so much to these pathetic little comments. But is it so bad to expect a little courtesy? Is it so bad to bring such people to task? Is it so bad to expose such people, to talk about them and let the world know what is right and what is wrong? If we don't get angry about the way things are, and if we don't try to change it, it's going to just stay the same. How are we going to move forward? And that is the thing that was bugging me since that day, when they came and say that you should be okay with all of this and all that. And I was like, I want to be okay with it in the sense that I want to ignore them, but I also don't want to make it seem like I don't care about it, because this kind of attitude will provoke people to talk more shit like this. Like, she's anyway not reacting, I can say whatever I want to say. You know, that is the fine balance. There's no particular thing that I can do to make those people get some common sense into their head. So what that person said was completely right. So I'm going to ignore these, and every time I get a hate comment, I'm going to delete that, because I have enough going on in my life without having to handle such comments. And I must tell you, 99% of the time I get are amazing comments, loving comments from subscribers, from you people who make me feel like this is my home, and that is what I want it to be. But maybe we can also see through a small tiny lens that sometimes people fight even within your own home. So I think let's just leave it at that. This is my moment in the sun. So that was episode 9 of Coffee Talk, in which I spoke about my current reads, channel memberships, the internet, which is a boon as well as a bane. So what did you think of this video? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What are your thoughts about the internet and people on the internet? What are you currently reading, and what do you think of channel memberships? Will you be joining and becoming a member of my channel? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, a quick reminder, if you'd like to buy any of the books mentioned in this video, then please use my Amazon affiliate links in the description box below. It would be of immense help to me. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.